When you can pass the data known as the parameters into a function. A function can return the data as a result. A function is a set of statements that take inputs and do specific computations and produces it. First you have to give some parameters, and after that you will pass the data inside the parameter. Okay, now how you will write the function? Def function name, this is user defined function, you know, this is user defined function. Def function name, and we will write a parameter, after that colon and function name, we will call the function. And now what is the, how many types of functions are there? Basically there are two types of functions. One is built-in functions, one is user defined functions. Built-in functions, you know, range function, print function, and your in function. If strings, yesterday we have completed in our strings, what is there, strings is there in the big original string, din in the original string. If in function, whatever the, if it is the function, if whatever functions we are using, print function like that, print, range, and what is the functions we are using, these all are called built-in functions. That one we cannot change, but user defined function we can create in our own names. What is user defined functions in Python? Functions what we can define ourselves to do creation. Specific tasks are referred to as user defined functions. In user defined functions we can create our own name. We can create our own name. The way in which we define and call the function in Python are already discussed. Functions that readily come with Python are called built-in functions. Whatever the range function, the print function, these all are built-in functions. If we use functions written by other in the form of library, it is termed as a library functions. It is termed as a library functions. All the other functions that we write in own of our under user defined functions, means if we will create our own function, then we will write our user defined functions, means we can create our user defined function. So our user defined functions could be library function. What is the advantages of the user defined function? See, a range function, you cannot change the spelling, you cannot change the syntax. Okay, that is the demerit of the built-in functions. But user defined function you can change on your, as per your interest, you can change your names and spellings, all these things. User defined functions helps to decompose. What is the use? First, so name you can create on your name, your own interest and name. And second point, user defined functions helps to decompose a large programs into small statements, which makes the program easy to understand. See, when we are writing a program, big program, that will be very easy to understand, and we have to execute at a time. But when we are writing a function, our user defined function, we can execute on our own, on our segment wise, we can, small segment wise we can execute. Maintain and debug. Maintain and debug means we can maintain that one, whatever is required, that much only we can execute. If it is a repeated code in the program, function can be used including the code and execute the calling function. When we call the function, it will be reusable. Our functions means we will call only the function name. No need to write others. Only the name is sufficient for writing the code. If you will call the function, no need to write all the code inside that function. Programmers working on large project can divide the workloads by making different functions. By making different functions. Now, what is the examples of the user defined function? Program to illustrate user to user defined functions. Addition. Before that, I will show you what is that. See here, we have defined, not this one. See, what is a function can be a block of code which only runs when we call. We can pass the data, know as the parameter into the function. A function can return data. As a default, a function is a set of statements that take as a input to do some specific computation and produces, means produces the output, means you, if you will write some specific data, some one function, you can do segments on different types of segments and you can execute the data. How to define it, define and call the function in the Python. How to define and call the function in the Python. Function in Python is defined as a def. When we will write the function our own name, we have to first starting we will write def. Def your username statement followed the function name. This def your username means any name on your interest. After that you have to write the parenthesis. Let's define the function by using command, means def function name, colon, after that we return your, after that, and call the function. The output of the function will be I am learning the Python, means you can write here I am learning the Python. See here, the first of all here def function, and first we will write the function and we will call the function. There are two types. You will write same username without spelling mistake. Here you have to write, you will call the function. If you will use the function name and same name, you have to call the function name. So here the def function 1 print I am learning the Python function. This is function definition, and if you see 1, this function 1 should be matched on function 1, and this is function call. This is function definition and this is function call. This is function definition and this is function call. Understood, students? See, there are two parts are there. One is function definition and one is function call. In function definition, what we will define our user defined function, where we will write the print function and whatever operations we wanted to do. And when we want to call the function, it will print the function. It will print the function of output. What it will, when we will write function 1 and in parenthesis, then only when we will call the function, then only we will get the output. What is our function output? I am learning Python function. So here this function will be a function definition. This function will be a function call. The function definition only writing is not sufficient. When you wanted to define a function, after that you have to call a function, then only you will get a output. After you have to click the run button, you will get a output whatever print function you given. Okay, understood, students? In define, def any function user defined function, after that parenthesis, after that colon must, after you, when you will press enter, wherever the cursor is going, from there you have to start your print function and you have to call the function 1. Now here, see here, I am getting any, what is the problem here? Indentation problem. See here, when a print function is declared on right below the definition of function, it will be show indentation error. Means the def user defined function I given, user defined your def user defined name and colon. After down of the D I return print, and down of the P I return function 1. Same spelling is correct, but here after colon we didn't give space. That space also some particular space must and should. After colon, when you will click enter, where the cursor is going, from there onwards you will start your print statement. Then only you will get correct indentation. Otherwise your indentation error will occur. Okay, otherwise your indentation error will occur. See here, define, def means def function 1, and you are asking a function def function 1 and parenthesis you given. After parenthesis you given colon. After colon you pressed enter, but you are writing down of the DP print. So from there, from starting point, you are started from print. So now what's the error occurs here? it occurs, it will show indentation error. Indentation error means when you will not write proper way. Okay, the print function is declared right below the def function so that it shows indentation error. So here function 1 is the calling function, and here one more major thing you have to remember. F function 1, function C1, fu1 C1 and parenthesis fu1 C1 parenthesis should be same for spellings. See here, what is the error we got? Print I am learning in Python. Indentation error expected as an indented block means this is one type of block in definition user defined function 1. This is our user defined block. Inside this block this print will work. Now P is not working inside function 1, it is going outside of the function 1, so it will not run this program. Okay, now see here, I am writing here as per correct indentation. When we are giving, we are leaving the indentation space in front of the print function. When we are calling output, correct, our output is correct, that output we will get. See def function 1 print, whatever print we written we are printing. Sushana, I am giving you as a host because your internet connection is very slow. Sushana, are you there? What is your roll number? Can you tell me? Anyone can tell me whose Wi-Fi is correct, which bandwidth is good? Anyone can tell me which bandwidth is very good? I will give you as a host because here very unstable internet connection is showing. Maybe it will be disconnected. Okay, we will continue. So def function 1 print I am learning in Python. Print I am learning in Python means here there will be no indentation error because after P, yes Susana, okay 184, 1 minute, 184. Okay, I'm giving you as a host. So if any mistake you reconnect it. Okay, so def function 1. So I given here space print I am learning in Python function 1. Here there is a space back of print. So here no error came. So here output we got I am learning Python. I am learning Python. So back, what is the mistake? It happened indentation error, but here there will be no indentation error, so we got output. But here when we are calling the function, when we are defining the function, but here proper indentation, without proper indentation we didn't get output. So here what we will do, whenever we leave the space for indentation in front of print, it will give the expected output. Now, if we are calling output another statement in same functions, example in function 1, make sure for all right below all the first print, otherwise it will show indentation error. When we will write this function, see here, see this P is under user defined function F1, function C1, okay, but this P is not under function 1 because this P is not down of the P, this P is down of the D, so this P is not in proper place. So if you are calling out another statement in the same function, example still in the function, it makes you fall all right below the first print statement, otherwise it will show the indentation error. Means after P, this P parallel should be next print. Print you have to give statement print statement after function 1. And this print statement also you have to give inside the function. Inside the function means the indentation should be correct. Here indentation is mistake, but this PE indentation is correct, but this P indentation is not correct. So you are getting indentation error. You are getting indentation error. Now here I am writing def function 1. In def function 1, in def function 1, print I am learning the Python. This is first statement. Print still in function. Here two statements are under def function 1. Under def function 1, we get the expected output because the maintaining the same, because we maintain the same indentation for both the statement, because we are maintaining this print statement both inside our def function. So here we are getting output correct, because here we are defining the function. Inside function we are writing two print statements are in correct indentation, but here one print statement is correct indentation, second print statement is not correct indentation, so we are not getting our output. But we are calling the function, our spelling is correct. When we are defining the function and we are calling the function, here our indentation should be must. But here we will see in defining function, this first print statement I am learning the Python function, and second print statement still in function. This both print functions are inside def function, and we are calling the function C. When we are defining, we must have to call the function, then only we are getting the output. Okay, so here define the function, and calling the function is must, and user defined name should be match. When you will define the function name of the user defined function, and when you are calling the function, the user defined function, whatever you are explaining, the user defined function should be match. Your definition of the function and you are calling the function both be match or your name. And your print statement says there should be correct indentation place. This to see here we are we are getting the output because we are maintaining the correct indentation error indentation, and we are both statements are in correct indentation. And if we are defining that def function C, here inside main function we are writing two print statements. How the function return the value? Return command in Python specifies what value to give back to the caller of the functions. Let's understand with the following examples. Step 1. Here we see when the function is not returned. For the example, we want to square. We want the square of 4. We want the square of 4. It should give 16. When the code is executes, which gives simply x into x, the but you call the function print square, it gives none. Why it gives none? This is because when we are calling the function, the recursion does not happen, and fall of the end of the function returns none for the falling of the end of the function. When you will not return the function properly, when you will not write the function, then you will get the none. Why we are getting none? When the function does not return anything, hence output is none. Okay, because see here, def square of x, print x into x means I am here in one argument I given x. Here x I written, print x into x means x will be square, x multiplied into x, and I am printing here outside of the square of 4. Means there are two print functions it should print. There are two print functions. So first print function is square of 4. Square of 4 means this 4 is going under print of square. Square of x, this is defining the function, and this is calling the function. In the calling the function, print square of 4. In this square of 4, this 4 is going to x, and print x to x. Here we didn't give any value, so here the value should be none. Means here we didn't get any values for printing. Here we didn't give any values for printing. Directly here we given print. See here, print square of 4 means print square of 4. What's the square? Where we are getting the square? Here we didn't get anything. Where we are not getting anything. But here when square of 4 we are going here, so x is 4, so it is declaring x multiplied x is 16. Now see, there is the same problem we are going for next. Def square of x, we are declaring y is equal to x of x, y is equal to x of x, print square of 4. Here also we didn't give any value. This print function is under def, so here we are getting output none. In step 2, to make this clear, we replace the print command, assign the assignments commands. Let's check the output. When we return the command print square of 4, it's actually return the value of the object. Since we don't have any specific function, run the return of the none, means we don't have any specific value. What is the square of 4? This didn't get any specific value. See here, but here we are getting square. How to retrieve the output of the output? Using return command. When we are giving the return command, we will use the return function, execute the code, we will get the output. So here we are using return function. Return x into x means it is returning the output. That time we can write print square of 4. Here we have used return command to return the value of the function, which is square of 4, that is 16. When we are writing the return function, it should return the output, the value of the function. See here, def square of x, return x into x. This is defining the function. We are defining the square of x. Square is user defined function we created, and x is a parameter. X is a parameter we taken. So return, we are returning the value x into x. It should return the value x into x. And here our definitions completed. Now we are printing. Now we are printing square of 4. Now we are printing square of 4. Here when we are printing square of 4, it printed 16. Now the function in Python are themselves object, and object has same value. We will here see how the Python treats the object. When you run the command python square, it returns the value of the object. Since you have not passed any argument, you don't have any specific functions over return the value. When you will write this, you don't have any, you don't know what is the value of this 0x02, you don't know the default value. But in practical Python, it is probably won't have any of this. See here, in def function, def square of x, return x into x, return x into x, print square. There will be no argument, because here argument I given, but return function, in return there will be no value we given. So the function square at one value they given. Where the square, the place of the value stored. Print square means the place it has stored. Now arguments in function. What is the arguments in function? What is the arguments? Arguments is a value that is passed in the function when it is called. In other words, you are calling side. It is the argument and the function of the parameter, and arguments are declared in the function definition, which is calling the function. You can pass the value and ask as the shown. Means arguments are the value has the passed the function. When you are passing the function, that is called arguments. See here, multiply, def multiply x comma y, def multiply x comma y, print xy. It is declaring the arguments. See how many arguments here there? 2. X is one argument, y is another argument, and we are printing x and y. We are printing x and y. How to pass the argument? When we are declaring the argument, we have to pass the argument. We have to pass. How to pass the argument? When we are writing the x and y, we have to give the value, and this 2 will be go for x, this 8 will be go for y. This 2 will be go for x, this 8 will be go for y, and after that it will go for print x and y. X multiplied y means 2 multiplied 8, it will show 816. So here why it is the program is correct, because the definitions of the program, definition of the user defined function, here def multiply of x and y, here in our declaring arguments we given correct argument and we are printing the correct value, correct variables, means print x and y. See, two variables we declare and two variables we given, two values we given 2 and 8. So the values will be matched with the variables. So we got the output 16. Now to declare the default value of the argument assigned is, it is a value at a function definitions. X has no default value. X has no default value. Default value of y is equal to 0 when we supply only one argument while calling the multiply function. Python assigns supplied value of x while keeping the value of y is equal to 0, and multiply of x and y is 0. When we are not using any argument for the value, it will show 0. See here, see def multiply x and y is equal to 0. Here x and y is equal to 0, return x and y. This program is correct. But multiply 4, print multiply 4 means one argument you is given. The default value of argument y is equal to 0. So when we are calling the multiply function in our case 4 into 0, it is expected the result is equal to 0. Students, any doubt up to this function arguments? How to use function arguments? Any doubts? How to declare function arguments? How to pass the argument? Any doubt? And how to use return value? Why we got none and how we got 16 and how we got the space? When we are defining the value def square of x, return x into x, print square, when we are printing the value and passing the user defined function, whatever you given square, we are getting the place because we are given the user defined functions name. So the name where it store, the storage value we given here. Now in arguments of the value that pass the function when it is called. The arguments of the value, how it is called? In calling function. In other words, on the calling side, it is the arguments. On the function side, in the parameter, you have to pass the value and you have to call the value. When you are calling the value, calling the functions, you have to pass the values. Arguments are declared in the function definitions. Here in def multiply of x and y, def is defining the user defined function. Def is must. When you are writing, then only your user defined function will be work. Def multiply your own name, multiply of x and y declaring two arguments, x and y, passing the two arguments. And here print x and y, you are giving the operations in main in declarations, you are giving the operations for main in two only. Here multiply you 2 and 8, multiply 4 and 5, anything you can write, how many you want, maximum number of values passing the arguments. Here one is declaring the arguments, one is passing the argument. In declaring the argument, you given here two arguments. See def multiply x comma y. Def multiply x comma y means x is one argument, two arguments, declaring arguments x and y you given. And here print multiply function we given print x multiply y. Here multiply 2 comma 8, here you are getting the pass the value, pass the arguments. Here in passing the arguments multiply 2 comma 8, you are getting 16. So to declare the default value of the argument, assign it a value of the function definitions. Example, x has no default value. Default value of y has when we supply only one argument while calling the multiply functions. Python assignments should supply the value to the value to x while keeping the value y. When you hence you will multiply x and y is equal to 0. When see here def multiply x comma y is equal to 0. Def multiply x comma y is equal to 0. Return x comma y. Return x comma y. Print multiply of 4. When we are giving only one argument, one value, we have passed only one value argument in argument. So here already we have declared y is equal to 0. The default value of the argument y is equal to 0. The default value of the argument y is equal to 0. When we are calling the multiply function, in your case 4 into 0 only, because y already we have declared y is equal to 0. So here x is equal to 4. So one argument, one value, if you pass one value, it has taken as a 0. So here what is the multiply value? 4 into 0. So output you are getting 0. So what is our expected value is 0. So here when we change the default value for a multiply function, when we change the value, when your default value will give, no need to pass your values. When you wanted to pass the values, you have to give your value name. Then see here y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 is the default value. When you are giving y is equal to 2, that time you are declaring your value y is equal to 2. The y value changed 0 to 2. So now the multiplication, the output you are getting 4 into 2, your 8. When you are changing the default value for a multiply function, y is equal to 2 to 0 to 2. Before you given y is equal to 2, that is y is equal to 0, that is default value. If you will not give the arguments anything, it will taken as a 0. When you will not give any argument of any values, it will take as a 0. When you will give the value, see y is equal to 2 you given. See when you are passing the value, print multiply 4 comma y is equal to 2, 4 is taken, x is equal to 4, that is confirmed. When you given y is equal to 2, the value changed 0 to 2. So here the x is declared as a 4, y is declared as 2. So it will, the multiplication return x into y. X is equal to 4 multiplied 2 means 8. It is, we will get the output expected result 8. Any doubt up to this? Now another value I'm giving you. See another value I'm giving you. See here we can change our value directly. We can write our argument name and with value. You can also change the order which is argument can be passed from the Python. Here we can reverse the order of the value x and y. X is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2. You can reverse your order also. X is equal to 4. X value you can change and y value also you can change. In place of the you can change. See here we can reverse the order of the value x and y. When we are defining our user defined function, def multiply of x and y is equal to 0. See here y is equal to 0. The default value already we have given. The default value already we have given. Y is equal to 0. Here we are printing the value. See to print. See three print functions are there. First print function, it will value of x. It will be print x value of y, it will print y value. Now return x into y. X into y means the x will be multiplied y, means this in defining your variables you given, your argument names you given x and y, two arguments you given x and y. Now printing multiply of y is equal to 2, x is equal to 4, means you reversed, you changed the values, the argument values. Y is equal to y from 0 to 2 it converted and x is given 4. So x is equal to, what is the value now? Before, if you will write 4 and 2, the x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2, it will convert. Now you are changing, you are reversing your values, so it will give value of x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2. Now what is the output? Return, when return x into y, what is the output? X into y is equal to 8, means 4 into 2 is 8. Okay, any doubt up to this? Now To declare the default value of an argument, assign arguments assign it value the function definition. Here x has no default value. X has no default value. Default value of y is equal to 0. When we supply only the argument while calling the multiply function, Python assigns the supplied value of x while keeping the value x y is equal to 0. Hence, we will multiply x and y is equal to 0. So, what is docstring? Docstring means one of the string when we are declaring the user defined function. After that, in double quote 3 times you will write the docstrings. See here one example. See, def even odd. Even odd we given as our user defined name. Def even odd of x. X is one argument I taken. Means now if condition I given. If x percentile 2 is equal to 0. When x percentile 2 is equal to 0, it is even. Means x remainder if you will get 0, then it is even. Otherwise, it will print odd. So this if condition is going under this if print else. This is going under def function. Okay, our user defined function. When it will run, it have to call for x. How we will call for x? Only we will write even odd of 2, even odd of 3. Means we will print our 2. What is 2 value? If 2 is even or odd. If 3 is even or odd. See, this 2, even odd of 2, this argument of x, the passed. This is the main function is passed the value of 2. 2 is passed from your main user defined function. That 2 is equal to if 2 percentile 2 is equal to 0. Yes, it is correct. So it is printed even. Now even out of 3, 3, 3. Now def even out of 3. So now 3. If 3 percentile 2 is equal to 0. No, 3 percentile 2 is equal to 1. So it will not print even. It will go to else part and it will print odd. And now it printed even and odd. Any doubt? What is the advantages in arguments? Why we are writing? Information can be passed in the function of arguments. Arguments are specified after the function name inside the parentheses. You can add as many as arguments as you want. Just separated the comma. Comma is must. And if you wanted to give the default value is equal to the value you can give. And when the function is called, you have to pass the variable your argument names. See here another example I given def my function of f name. Def my function of f name. Now printing f name plus references. F name plus references means we are concatenating the two strings f name any name and we are concatenating the references. Plus symbol, you know the concatenation of strings. So here the two strings f name one string we will give, then we will concatenate this string. So my function of email, this email is passing through our f name. This email, now email is going for f name. Now printing f name for references, email references. Now my function of Tobias plus references, it will print Tobias references. Linus plus references, it will print Linus plus references. Means this three programs it run only by using def user defined only one function. That is the main importance for our arguments in functions, and we are using our three variables we given. My function of email, my function of Tobias, my function of Linus. So here email will be added here references. So here we are concatenating the two strings in one program, and in one program three functions we are using and we are getting all the outputs. Huh. This one I will tell you. Parameters of arguments we given. I explained you again. The functions expect two arguments but gets only one. If def my function of f name I name means two names with two arguments we given. See, print f name space I name means two arguments we are concatenating by using space. Means my function of email should be get output. What is the output? Your my function of email type error my function of email means here my function of email means one function here passing and one function is not passing, so we cannot, here two names are there, here we have to give two arguments. Now if you don't know how many arguments that it will be passed into the function, but if you don't know, see here two arguments you passed to declared but one argument passed, but here we got error. Now in our Python, if you don't want to, if maximum number of arguments are there, you wanted to pass any number of arguments whatever you passed. So what you will do this way, the function receives the tuple of the arguments, the access item accordingly. If you don't know how many arguments that will be passed into the function, you can add star. You can add star. See here, what is the example? Def my function of star is. You don't know how many arguments they are giving, whether two, whether three, whether one, whether maximum of two. So here def my function of star keys. Star keys means you can give many number of keys, many number of strings, anything you can give. Now print youngest child is. So we are concatenating the kids of 2, means we are concatenating the kids. So here kids of 2 means 0, 1, 2 means 3 kids we have to give. So my function of email to be as Linus. So the youngest child is Linus. So what is this? 0, 1, 2. So this is the second key. So 0 is the email, Tobias was the 1 index and Linus is the 2. So Linus it will be printed. Now you can also send the arguments with the key is equal to value syntax. Key is equal to value syntax. That also you can give the values, give the arguments, send the values for the passing the arguments. How? Def my function of 3 child names they given, child 3, child 2, child 1. Print the youngest child is child 3 means you have to print the youngest child is child 3. What is the key and value? This is dictionary we are applying. So, okay, my function of child 1 is equal to email, child 2 is equal to Tobias, child 2 is 3 is equal to Linus. What they given? Child 3. What is the child 3? This is the key value. Child 3 is the key term, but value is Linus. So it printed a value, that's the youngest child is Linus. In dictionary, when we are giving our key terms, that time we will get our value terms. Now if you do this one, now here see one program, def my function of country is equal to Norway. Print I am